for the national anthem of Uganda. The national anthem of Uganda. This game 36, the final, the cup final. Kenya versus Uganda. Who's going to take it? I don't know.
Yes,
this is it. We have been waiting all weekend for the final, the cup final, and it is going to be contested between the two proud nations of Kenya and Uganda. Uganda back-to-back champions 2016 to 2017 of this very Rugby Afrique tournament before being usurped by Zimbabwe just last year. They're back here to reclaim their throne, and this time, if they claim that throne, they're going one way to Tokyo 2020. That's the Olympic Games. That's the prize on offer at the end of these 14 minutes of rugby. 14 minutes for which these people have built for their entire lives to come to this point, so they can make it to that grand place of the Olympics and represent their nation, hopefully pulling home a medal. Last time around, it was the Blitzboks that claimed the bronze. Fiji going on to claim the gold. Can Kenya book their spot at the Olympics and perhaps have another show up like they did when they won their first ever tournament event? Right now, it's the cup final. Kenya, Uganda in Brakpan. Rugby Afrique 2019, 7-a-sides. Here we go. Uganda receive. And it is Ian Munyani. Sent back the other way, Kevin Kermunda in the 4 jersey. He will be at the heart and soul of all good things for Uganda, the small number 4. That one grubbered down the touchline by Philip Wokorach, another one of the star players here in Uganda. Fine defense in the midfield. Kenya spreading it wide. This guy's got the talent on Yala. Off to Amonde. Well known on the HSBC 7 circuit proper. And away to Alvin Otieno. Otieno occupying 2. Look at the size of these Kenyan players. It's what sets them apart. Not just their physical size, but also their athleticism within that size. Very similarly to Fijian players, they just have the extra power in the power situations, the extra pace in the pace situations, and quite often the fitness as well. And that's what a good quality 7-a-side rugby program will do for you, including a club system. Now beating his man on the outside, Jeffrey Oluch. Cannot connect with the outside supporting players, and Uganda will be very worried about that.
You play in front of the mark. You play in front of the mark.
The way that tackle was so easily beaten. They're going to have to stay on their toes from minute 1 to 14 in order to effect the tackles on these Kenyan runners, who can be oh so dangerous. Starting out on tenterhooks this final, as it should. Uganda with possession in their own half. Dummy to the front, they throw to the middle, and Kenya dominate that line-out contest. That spells bad news for Uganda, and immediately onto the run is the big, powerful Jeffrey Oliach.
Clear release.
No release, tap and go from Kenya. It's Olindi. Olindi sends it wider to Tsabu.
Advantage.
Now powering back into the contact are Kenya, and Olindi's looking for something on the outside. He had one more to beat. But that is a big strong tackle. Doing well not to dump the man onto the ground there, as a penalty had been given. The tap and go from Kenya! Straight up the guts! Under the bar! That's some big strong running. And do we have a try? Try given! And I do suspect it was the uncompromising captain Andrew Amonde who took Kenya over the line for the opening score. Hearts will be aflutter in the Ugandan outfit right now. It will be disconcerting the way in which Kenya bore down on their try line there, phase after phase, infringement after infringement. And if the penalties to continue to flow like that against Uganda, they can expect to see some of their players leave the pitch as well. And if you see Uganda go down to 6, watch out, alarm bells should be ringing.
But for me, that was not an infringement for yellow, but
full force at
we
that
never
point.
know if I need. Okay?
As Kenyan side very slowly making their way back to the halfway line. Without a doubt, they reckon this one's in the bag. Uganda, on the other hand, will be eager for an upset. Up it goes. Tapped back brilliantly so by Vincent Onyala. And straight onto the attack. Referee doing well to evade Andrew Amonde. That would not have ended well. Now the Jeffrey Oluch. Wow, he's quick. Difficult to bring down the big number 6 for Kenya.
Collapsing the
Fighting
rock.
hard for possession there. Johnston Olindi. Caught in a disadvantageous position by the Ugandan defense. But it's the freneticness of his handoffs. And how busy he is in the contact, which allows him to ensure that possession is not turned over.
There, in front of me. Thank you.
Kenya in full control right now. Amonde on the dummy. And now cutting back into the line. Plenty of activity for Johnston Olindi early on. Doing very well to get that ball back, Kenya. Dummy to the outside from Onyala, and he might just find himself isolated. Ugandan players. Oh, no, man. The man's come around the side. He didn't play the ball.
Offside there. No, not you. Number two.
Touch of confusion.
Number 2, offside.
As the wrong player almost leaves the field. In Isaac Masaganazia.
There. Okay, thank you.
But eventually the right decision is made, and now Kenya 7 on 6. They'll be smelling blood. And here is their big man. Amonde, he sends it wide to Oluch, who continues with every carry to test these Ugandan defenders and get plenty of purchase, although it's been turned over on this occasion. That is absolutely golden from Uganda. And this possession will be even more valuable. The last thing they can do is turn it over. Oh, he's got the dancing feet. Kevin Kermunda. Kermunda over the top. And he's chasing this one down, but it is well covered by Alvin Otieno, who himself is an absolute beast of a man. And he now takes it back to the 5-meter line, waiting for support to arrive. Not afraid to attack from their own 5-meter line are Kenya. And now in support, they've got men. And around the outside comes this ever-impressive Vincent Onyala. The try's on. It's on for all money. Johnston Olindi back inside to Daniel Tabu. And that's all she wrote. 7-a-side rugby sent straight from the heavens. Kenya sinking back, only to strike back once more. Paying the price for that try, Vincent Onyala. He is lying prone on the touchline. That he went charging down to set up the try for Kenya. Uganda had to be more careful. So well done by Alvin Otieno in the 3 jersey for Kenya. Getting back to cover that kick through. And then waiting, biding his time, allowing his Kenyan support players to get back, knowing that there was 7 on 6. Uganda a man short, and they just run the length of the field chasing after that kick. Oh, and they got gut busted. Heartbreaking stuff. But Uganda not out of this one yet. That being said, Kenya will feel very confident as the scoreline now goes to 14 points to 0 following a successful conversion.
Five seconds.
Daniel Tabu will be taking the restart for Kenya.
Sorry. Time off. Yellow card returning.
Well, the referee just allowing Uganda to send back on the yellow-carded player, Pius Ogena. And they'll be very thankful for that, Uganda. Back up to a complement of 7. See, can you do well to catch that ball and dot down when they haven't made the 10 meters, just in case the ball bounces loose and is not advantageous to you and the other team can run onto it. It's not the kind of situation you want to allow in rugby. Rather let them start from the midway point here. Slow down their game significantly as well. It's away from Kermunda. Oh no, it slipped from the clutches just as he was trying to get the pass away. Ian Munyani.
There was no
simple stuff from Vincent Onyala just gave a tug on the arm. And out of all the stellar performances from this Kenyan side and all of the sides on offer today, perhaps it is the simple industry of Vincent Onyala which has been the most stellar of all of the performances.
Let's go.
His fitness, his size, his quality, his brain, it's all there. It's all self-evident. The man has got all the talents that you need to play this game of sevens.
Set.
Daniel Tsabu feeds. Look at the scrum from Kenya just marching over Uganda. And the Ugandans need answers. They need to start rushing this Kenyan team. Arms out for the referee. They want the players to force the actual turnover instead of holding the player up off the ground to force a scrum. And finally, will he find some space now, Jeffrey Oluch? It seems to be just a matter of time. Oh, man, almost reeled in and intercepted by Isaac Masanganzia. But Kenya now trying to work the numbers on a very narrow blind side. Oh, that's big, strong stuff coming in from Alvin Otieno. And they send it back to the right now. Do they have the numbers to work with? It's Andrew Amonde.
Yeah.
Amonde looking for a gap. He fires one off the ground. Now there's space on the outside for this man. What a tackle that is. Ian Munyani on perhaps the most dangerous runner in this Kenyan side. Chopping him down at the knees. Andrew Amonde. Ball retention of Kenya. Top class. That one almost intercepted, though.
Thank you.
And again, it's the big man on the outside, Alvin Otieno. This play has been going on for some time, and now they've been opened wide up. It's Johnston Olindi who goes to deck.
Backwards.
Kenya still in control of the ball. Weighing up the options. Tsabu throws the dummy. Finishes the man off, but the pass to Amonde is no good, and he must pick up from nothing. Amonde from a standing start with the hands through the tackle. Oh, and it's knocked on. The big number 8, Andrew Amonde, is showing what the next level player looks like. And that's the difference on playing on the HSBC Sevens Tour week after week, month after month, year after year. You play against a higher level of competition and you rise to the levels such as the likes of Andrew Amonde. William Mbaka in the 12 jersey yet to come and show his wares for Kenya as well. So it's not hard to see why they're confident in this match going forward. But it is half-time, and at the half-time break, it's all to do for Uganda. They trail by 14 points to 0.
Ouais, je vois pas. Je vois le ballon qui gicle, je vois pas.
Parce qu'il a aplati le ballon, le joueur a tapé le ballon.
Okay. Okay, guys, keep focus on the... Sorry? Okay. Captain?
Kenya in control. Uganda on the chase. It's the second half of the cup final of the 2019 Rugby Afrique 7-a-side tournament. Brakpan is the location. Bosman Stadium is where we are at, and that kick does not go to 10 meters. And you have to feel that will take a lot of the remaining wind that remains in the Ugandan sails right out. Because when in possession, Kenya are truly deadly. They hold onto the ball for a very long time, so even if you stop them from scoring, you're left in a disadvantageous situation. Andrew Omonde on the outside, that is deadly running. And now, the man that deserves a try more than any other, Jeffrey Oluch. He gets in under the bar. He has been running them ragged all day. Uganda can no longer hold on. You're seeing some hands start to hold shorts. They're hitting the knees, they're hitting the hips, looking around and accusing one another. But it has gone wrong for Uganda now. That's 3 tries they need to fetch back. And if that wasn't enough, guess who's coming onto the pitch? William Ambaka in the 12 jersey for Kenya. Not just a star of the Kenyan side, one of the more fancied players on the HSBC 7 circuit. Hope to see him getting ball in hand. Hope to see Uganda find a way to strike back in this match, because as it stands, they're completely out of it. And deservedly so. Kenya are running them into the ground.
Sub number 7. Number 10. Number 10. No, number. Okay.
A restart coming from Daniel Tsabu.
Okay, Sami?
Oh, man. Well, after the whistle, the tackle continued for a bit. Pius Ogena, the culprit, and now back to the halfway line.
Sami.
A call of let's go from the Ugandan bench. And, man, they need to go, and they need to go at a serious pace. 3 converted tries, what they need to overcome the odds here and book their ticket to the Tokyo Olympics of 2020. Right now, it's all in Kenya's hands. That's a wild pass.
Knock on, offside.
The last thing that the coach would have requested. It's been fired at the ankles of his teammates, knocked on, and then picked up by another teammate, resulting in a penalty. And now Kenya with the bit between their teeth, the switch from Oscar Dennis. And now they're finding space on the outside. What kind of a tackle is that from Adrian Casito? The dedication is superb, but in the end, the try is scored by Oscar Dennis. And applaud all around for defense and attack, but most of all, for the unrelenting attack of Kenya, who continue to come at Uganda, undoubtedly the second best team at this tournament, but they are taking them apart try after try, which just goes to show the gulfs in class between the professional and semi-professional disciplines of rugby. This Kenyan side is full of pros.
Let's go,
and they deserve to be heading to the Olympics. And they will be heading to the Olympics after this hefty victory. That kick not coming clean off the boots, and it's going out to the right-hand side of the posts. It is up to Uganda now to find some way to strike back in this match, salvage some pride, and get some points on the board. Because as it stands, it is the Kenya show. Well, I Feel Good has just gone down a treat in the crowd, that's for sure. Fine crowd that has gathered here today in Brakpan. All having a whale of a time, enjoying high-quality African Sevens rugby. Oh, that's a big hit.
Sorry.
Thought he might be making some progress. No such luck. Uganda have to attack literally from their own try line. And the chip over the top might be the answer. Is not well measured and fielded quite easily by Billy Orlambo. Oh, yes, please. Oscar Dennis, he's in for another. Kenya are running rampant. Oh, it's all good fun now for the Kenyans and Uganda. The shoulders are slumped. They've run their race. They've given their all. And they can sleep easy in the comfort of knowing that they will have one last chance to qualify for the Olympic Games in a repechage tournament, which is to come before the Olympics itself, of course. Sorry, I've just been distracted by an elaborate dancer in the crowd. Oh, having a whale of a time. Being supported with each move by the crowd members. What a wonderful event. And of course, it's a joyous time in South African rugby right now. Who would ever want to be disappointed? The World Cup's in the bag. Our team's going to the Olympics. It's all good in South Africa. Up it goes from Kenya. It's Daniel Tsabu. Easily claimed. And that is William Ambaka, making his presence felt on the match. So tall, so strong, so fast, so fit, Ambaka. And that's why he's one of the best players in the world of sevens rugby. Still have their hands on the ball, Kenya. Oscar Dennis.
Lost forward.
Showing no mercy, Kenya, but it is a scrum to Uganda. So a touch of relief.
Mark is here. Yeah. Come closer.
But there's not much left in this match for the Ugandans, and they will be bitterly disappointed that they could not put up a reasonable contest here against Kenya in the final. But truth be told, they're coming up against the best team in this tournament by a long distance.
By the channel. We start by scrum.
Gonna have it put into that scrum again as it came back out the mouth.
Drive parallel to the ground, not up, okay? Parallel to the ground, stay parallel to the ground. Thank you.
It'll be fascinating to see how Uganda approach this. Can they find some inspiration? Stop throwing away the desperation passes.
Set.
Try to stick to their structures and get a try. Away it comes, dipping pass to their strike player. This man is high danger, Philip Wokorach. Oh, trying to line the man up, but he was lined up himself by Jacob Oji. And Kenya compiling over the top. That's a shocker of a pass under pressure. And they're going to have to start from nothing again. Uganda, it's been the story of this game. Pius Ogena threw a gap as he was falling. They send it back to the left to their talisman, Kevin Kermunda. And here's their top player, Philip Wokorach, who gets it back inside to Kermunda. Switch play. Not much space to work with on the outside. Trying his best to get his arm cranking and push away Jacob Oji. But the power of Oji would not have that. Eventually forcing Uganda into touch. And it's Adrian Casito who carried it over the line. And there is the final hooter for the final game of Rugby Afrique 2019. Kenya have this one in the bag. The next stoppage will bring an end to the match and award them the trophy. High tackle at the front of the line out. How do they play this? He was about to tap and run, but he was told in no uncertain terms to kick the ball into touch. And Daniel Tabu does just that, handing Kenya the trophy for the 2019 Rugby Afrique Sevens. What a weekend we've had here in Brakpan, dominated by the side in red on the field right now. Some of the best players on offer, intermixed with some of the upcoming players of the Kenyan Sevens scene. But they have got the job done. The likes of William Ambaka, the likes of Oscar Dennis in the 7, the likes of Daniel Tabu in the 1 who was so impactful, and of course their captain, their hero, their big powerful number 8, Andrew Amonde, who carried the hopes of this Kenyan side all throughout this tournament. And in the end they are the victors. Uganda will have another shot at qualifying for the Olympics at a repechage tournament, as will the team which finished in 3rd. But for now, it is just Kenya who will be celebrating. Zimbabwe and Uganda have more to think about before they think about Tokyo. Qualified for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. If you wear red, if you are Kenyan, it is your time to celebrate. The trophy presentation is coming up next.